All right, welcome back. I want to show you guys the later planted oats. The first field of oats, I want to say I did a video about them maybe a couple of months ago. The ones that are across from my house. Yeah, not even worth showing. Still going to harvest them, but I think this will be the same deal with these oats that I'm about to show you. Here around the house, been raising oats for maybe a couple years too long because there's ryegrass everywhere, and the problem is you're harvesting the oats, and that combine's throwing that any of that ryegrass seed back out, and honestly it's just making a mess. Now this field here I did something different, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but it still wasn't great on controlling the ryegrass. But I think basically not gonna have to hold off on planting oats here around the house, which is okay because I picked up some more land, but gonna have to hold off on planting oats here around the house for a couple years because of this ryegrass problem. So until I get that under control, probably need to hold off on planting oats, because again, there's nothing you can spray on oats to kill ryegrass that I know of. Maybe there is, but I don't think there is. So this field here that you're looking at, or that I'm about to show you, next year is going to be corn. So from what I've seen, planting corn in fields helps ryegrass because you're tilling it, you're spraying it, you have corn coming up in it, so the ryegrass doesn't go to seed, and you don't have ryegrass problems. Everywhere that I planted corn, like the old cornfield that's right over here from last year, no ryegrass, none. And yeah, I just think that with these oats, don't need to be putting them back to back, like across the railroad tracks over there. That's the third straight year with oats. You just can't do that, I don't think. The ryegrass is too bad, but there's still pretty decent oats in there, but it's just got ryegrass in it, so that's fine though. I'll be able to harvest it and sell it, and somebody will probably buy it to plant for grazing for their cattle. It would be great grazing. Anyways, across the railroad track next year, I know I've talked about that field a lot. It's pretty poor land. So it's either gonna have to be fallow this winter or wheat. Basically anything that I have a ryegrass problem with is gonna have to be wheat, where I can spray PowerFlex to kill ryegrass. So that's okay. All right, so let's get on to this field in front of you real quick. I talked too long. This field here was planted super late. Well, I say that. Planted this on like January 15th, and around here, that's the cutoff. Like if you want to make oats, that's about the cutoff. I have seen people plant them in February, but this is January 15th is about the cutoff. These look terrible all year. They look really bad. I'm not saying they look good now, but I think they look pretty decent. They look better on this side of the field that I'm about to show you than the far side. This field's 10 acres. I think overall though, it's gonna be fair. Yeah, let me just turn you around here and we'll talk about it. But these are late planted oats, and yeah, turn you around here. All right, so here they are, late planted oats, 10 acres. Yeah, they look pretty decent for being planted so late. Show you here. This is really good land, and I put the fertilizer to it even though it was late. Yeah. Gonna be a pretty good straw yield, I think. I sprayed MCPA on this field instead of 2,4-D, and I think it did pretty good. Not a lot of weeds in there, except for the ryegrass. You can see down the middle, that off-colored green stuff is ryegrass, and it goes straight through the middle of the field. So let me tell you guys what I did. Let's go ahead and walk out in here. Not as thick as it should be, which I just got to up the rate. I keep doing that, but and that does have a lot to do with tillering, I think, too. Maybe not being so thick. You can see them here. They are they're mid-thigh high, I would say. So yeah, they look, I mean, let's see, not milky yet. Yeah, a little milky, but I forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay, so I sprayed MCPA. There's a couple little short broadleaves coming up, but it's kind of hard to walk in here. This is what I'm talking about. Wish the whole field was like this. They are pretty dang thick now. All right, back to what I was trying to say. This middle part where this ryegrass is. So what I did, and I'm trying to remember, but about 2 or 3 days after I seeded this field of oats, I came out here and I sprayed, well, I tilled this field. I disced it twice. And then I waited about a week or so. We had a lot of rain after I disced it. And I came out here and I planted it. And then so after I planted it, it rained a little bit more. So then after that, I came out here and the oats had not germinated yet, or they just not broke the ground. So I came out here with glyphosate and sprayed this field. So here's the funny thing, is I got out here and I was chasing the rain. Like it was dark, and it ended up, I basically got, you know, all the way around. I think I had like 4 or 5 more passes straight down the middle. Well, you can see exactly where it didn't get that glyphosate, because that's where the ryegrass is. Now there are some ryegrass on the outside edges where, I mean, a little bit, but overall where I sprayed that glyphosate, it did great. And yeah, this is pretty thick. Yeah, so that seemed like that worked okay. I mean, I think this field would be an absolute mess if I had not came out here. If I had not came out here with that glyphosate after I seeded this, I don't know what this field would look like, but it wouldn't look good. And here's just a random spot that I missed with the nitrogen. But yeah, you can see this is bad. This is really bad. It just straight through the middle of the field, like 4 passes of just ryegrass. And there's oats in the ryegrass, and I'll still harvest it, and it'll be okay. But yeah, you can see it right down through there. So anyways, this field will be corn next year, so we'll kill all this ryegrass off and then maybe go to wheat in the fall or something. But as far as the field across the road, it can't be oats. I need to put oats on ground that has not had oats for a while, because of this very reason. So, all right, I've rambled on long enough. It's not super impressive. The top side looks pretty good. It looks about the same that we were just in. Yeah, I just want to show you guys that. Kind Could be a lot better. Could be a lot better. I know I'm better than this, you know, on making a crop of oats. Got to get them in earlier. But I would still rather have this crop here. I'm just going to guess, since I've been growing oats for several years, you're probably looking at 30 bushels out here. 30 bushels to the acre out here of oats, if that. They're so thin, I don't know. But I've got straw customers that want square bale straw, so I'll make up a lot of the lost bushels with straw money. So this field will still be very profitable for me. I'm not keeping any of this seed to replant my oats for next year. I'm gonna start fresh with some new seed. I think this is this seed here is a Coker variety that you know you can save seed off of. I'm not gonna save seed off of it because I've been saving seed off of it for a couple years now, and I'd rather just get some, you know, go back with some certified pure oats that don't have ryegrass in them, because that's also something, is there was probably some of this seed had ryegrass in it, but a lot of it, and that's probably what you see along the edges, you know, around it, like right there's a patch, probably just was from the ryegrass that was in the seed from where I harvested it last year. But anyways, I love growing oats. They're really fun. They're probably my favorite small grain to grow. So that's a wrap on the small grain crops. Sorry this video is pretty long, but that's them. I will be doing plenty of harvest videos on these crops. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be the last video till then. So quick, I'm gonna give my harvest predictions. Oats, I'm gonna say average is gonna be around 30 bushels to the acre. I'm gonna say wheat is gonna be around, I'm gonna say 35 bushels to the acre. And the rye, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go 15. No, I tell you, I'm gonna go 17. I'm gonna go 17 on the rye. That's gonna be the average. So we'll look back later on and see if I was right about that. All right, thank you guys for watching.